Steelers win tonight. They're 5th in a row. It's one of several active streaks around the league. We've also got the Saints, who have won 7 straight. The Patriots and Texans riding 6-game waves. And the Chargers will take a 5-game streak into Sunday's game in Oakland, which will be their 4th road game in a row. Last time they played at home was October 7th against the Raiders. Went to Cleveland from there, stayed there afterward to make their trip to London easier, played Tennessee there, technically as the home team, but obviously not at home. Flew back to Los Angeles, where they enjoyed a bye week in their own beds. Then it was back on the road to Seattle to play the Seahawks. Got the dub there, back to LA, and they're going to fly to Oakland in the next couple of days. All in all, we're talking 41 days without a game at StubHub, a ton of miles traveled, a lot of nights spent in hotel rooms. But the team that they are facing, David, as you know, has a few issues of their own.
They must have did something wrong to the NFL or something. They don't like them or something.
4 straight?
That's a lot.
That's too bad. I'm really broke up about that.
Okay, that said, can the Raiders capitalize? How do they make this a game?
I mean, this is a game where no one really gives the Raiders a chance to win this one. Obviously, the Chargers have been playing excellent football. But we look at it, when in the Colts game for the Raiders 2 weeks ago, they protected Derek. 21-28, 3 touchdown passes, no sacks. Last week, the debacle, the San Francisco 49ers, 7 sacks, no touchdown passes. So it's very easy. You got to protect the quarterback. You got a chance. He'll complete the ball. You guys can move down the field. But on the defensive side, that's the trick, right? You can't just pretend like you're going to take what you have there on defense and line up and play with these guys. It's going to be over before it starts. You got to pick one, right? You have to go out and say, you know what? Phillip Rivers isn't going to throw the football. We're going to play 2 deep, man underneath, and if they run the football all over us, they're going to, right? But you can't just say, oh, we're going to play it straight up. Or you decide we're going to go in, we're going to load the box. Melvin Gordon's not going to go anywhere. He's not going to get anything going in the run game. And then we're going to take our chances on the outside. You got to pick one. You can't just go out there and figure you're going to go toe-to-toe with these guys because you don't have the manpower right now.
Pick your poison.
Last time they played, they won by 16.
Yeah, it might.
Looking for a different outcome this week. Your family is. So what about this game, Reggie? Is Mike Vrabel, the Titans coach, the right man to slow his former quarterback and head coach down?
Well, I definitely think Vrabel, knowing the system, knowing Brady, knowing the team and the fans and all that stuff, I definitely think that gives them a competitive edge. You look what it did for Matt Patricia with the Detroit Lions, and they played great that game. They got the win. And Stafford threw for 262 yards and 2 touchdowns in that game. Before the game against the Cowboys, Mariota only had 3 total touchdowns on the season. So I'm just not sure that Tennessee Titans can score enough points to keep up with the Patriots. And then on top of that, the fumbles, the turnovers that he had against the Cowboys. You do that against the Patriots, turnovers equals points. But the one plus that the Titans do have going for them is that defense, man. They have the number 1 scoring defense. They're going to have to lean heavy on that defense, and Mariota is going to have to play a lot better.
So the Saints are the only team with a longer win streak than New England right now. They have the Bengals this week. What do they need to do to end that win streak?
Well, this one kind of scares me because the Saints are coming off such a big win against the Los Angeles Rams, and we've all been in some of those games where you have a big game and you put a lot of emotion and effort into this game, and so the next game could possibly be a trap game, especially because the Saints know that Cincinnati they're down with players. Guys are hurt. They don't have A.J. Green. Vontaze Burfict.
Defense is hemorrhaging points.
Exactly. And defense is just about last in every defensive category, right? But they do have the number 10 scoring offense. So you look at a lot of the games that the Cincinnati Bengals have won, they've had to outscore their opponents. So I think if they can start fast, if they can, get a couple plays, maybe get some pressure on Drew Brees from that front 4, you give those guys confidence, and then this could end up being the trap game like I just talked about.
Yeah, I agree. Like at home, that's the key, right? You're at home, so you got to take advantage of that. Get after them on defense a little bit, create some havoc in the backfield, and maybe you got a chance the offense can. Anytime you go against an NFL team and you say, oh, they have no chance, right?
Exactly.
That's when they show up. So I think the Cincinnati Bengals might keep this closer than we expect.
Yeah, I think so too.
Interesting. Well, they are tough to beat, as the Rams found out last week. Michael Thomas with a huge game in that one. A franchise record 211 receiving yards, 146 of which came against Marcus Peters, who sounded today like a man who was hoping for a rematch, and not just because of what happened on the field.
Well, that was the plan. They were going to travel Marcus to him, and that was fine by us. We thought we really liked that matchup. A lot.
Tell Sean Payton, keep talking that we going to see him soon. You feel me?
Fair enough.
Yeah, because I like what he was saying on the sidelines, too. So tell him keep talking that and I hope you see me soon. You feel me? And then we going to have a good little, nice little bowl of gumbo together.
All right, we feel you. Well, if the two teams do see each other again, the Saints are going to look a little different. Cam Meredith placed on IR today and Dez Bryant on the practice field, the longtime Cowboys receiver going through his first workout with the Saints. And he spoke with Jane Slater afterward.
Dez, 312 days away from the game. You turned down 2 offers. You decided to come to the Saints. Why now? Why this team?
Because they're a great team. I just turned 30 years old, and just have an opportunity to play with Drew Brees, Mike Thomas, Alvin Kamara, Mark Ingram, Watson, a lot of more. It was amazing. I just feel like I can merge with those guys.
How was the first day? How was practice? Walk me through that.
First day, it was crazy. I haven't been through no training camp, no OTAs, no nothing like that, but it was fun. Coach CJ, he cool. RC, he cool. Those guys cool. They're making it real easy for me. I already love them for that. And I'm looking forward to learning more and getting out there on that field.
Has he told you about his expectations for the weekend?
We're going to keep that, closed right now. We're just still working. We're going to see what happens.
Appreciate your time. Best of luck to you, Dez. Good to see you.
Thank you, Jane.
As for Dez's former team, the Dallas Cowboys sit 2 games back in the division standings in the NFC East. Washington sits on top. Eagles coming back off a bye, 1 game back of the Skins. Eagles and Cowboys go head-to-head on Sunday Night Football this weekend. Let's check out who has the edge, presented by Volvo. Will, you get your pick here. Eagles boys, who has that edge?
I love talking about the NFC East. It is near and dear to my heart.
Played for 2 of the teams.
And I have a
here.
ring, yes.
Yeah.
The Philadelphia Eagles, they have the edge in this matchup, and it's because they're just better from the top down. Quarterback is better, offense is better, defense is better, coaching is better.
Special teams?
Special teams is better.
Oh, okay.
Management is better.
Whoa!
So top down, they are just a better team. And not to mention, they just got better. They picked up Golden Tate in the trade, and he's just an incredible talent. I played with him in Seattle and played against him when he was in Detroit, and he is just a special player. You get into him now with quick screens, he can return the punts, and he just brings attitude and swagger to this team. And it's going to get a little chippy because he likes to talk a little bit, so that's going to be interesting.
You're saying blowout win for the Eagles? Is that what I'm hearing?
I said they have the edge.
That was the same chair that James Jones said Carolina would blow out
not
Pittsburgh,
go there.
by the way.
Yes.
So, well done. Cowboys trying to snap a 2-game losing streak. Ezekiel Elliott says this is a must-win game on Sunday night. Lindsay?
As for the other games this weekend, a few injuries here we're keeping our eye on, starting in New England, where the Patriots had both Gronk and Sony Michel back on the field today, limited for the 2nd day in a row. Khalil Mack also looks like he is on his way back, a full participant both days this week in Chicago. Denzel Ward limited in Cleveland after leaving Sunday's game with the hip injury. Mike Evans did not practice yesterday for Tampa Bay, but he was limited today with a knee.